All right, how often in your everyday life do you see people conforming to society?
I'd say I see it pretty often because for it to be the norm, there has to be some truth to it. And a lot of times I see people acting the same way as each other and dressing the same way. Like, a lot of times it's not bad, but it's always nice to have a different perspective to it. But I'd say for the most part, most people fit into the norm.
Is it more beneficial to conform to society or to follow your own instincts and be your own person?
I think it's more beneficial to be your own person, because if you let what's popular in society like dictate what you say, how you act, and like how you treat others, then you're just letting society hold you back.
Is it more beneficial to conform or to follow your own instincts and be your own person?
I think you should follow your own instincts, because conforming to what like other people want to do and how other people view life as happy isn't going to make you happy in the long run. So I think that people should just go with their instincts.
Do you personally believe that it is easier in general to conform to society in order to fit in with a group?
I think like if the group you want to fit in with like is into conforming, then yeah, it's easier and like that's how you're gonna get in or whatever. But if like I don't know, like the people I hang out with, they don't care like what I do, what I wear, stuff like that. So it's just like being comfortable with who you are and then finding people who like you for you.
How often do you see people conforming to society?
I see people conform every single day.
Every day.
With their fry boots,
Oh.
their Urban Outfitters. I see
No,
Neff.
no.
I see Vans.
White Nike socks.
Nike
Oh my
Elites,
gosh.
those-
Who doesn't
Nike
wear white
Elites
Nike
and
socks?
slides. I mean, come on, Waka Flocka, just be your own person. Listen to what you want to listen to. Don't wear the same shoes as everybody else. Go to Payless, get something different. Come on.
In your everyday life, do you think conforming to society norms is a prevalent issue?
Yes, I think so.
And how often do you see people conforming to society?
I think all the time. So I'm still a student at University of Richmond. I don't know who to talk to, so I'm just going to talk to you. And so at U of R, about a little over a third of the student population is involved in Greek life, which is really awesome. Greek life is great, but it also has major downsides. And so to see as a senior how people have changed so much over the past 4 years because of the Greek life, or the sorority or fraternity that they've been involved in, for the good or for the better. There are positive examples of conformity. Like at U of R, there's huge pressure to be really involved in the community and to volunteer. And so if you're not volunteering, you kind of look like an awful person, like you don't care about anyone else. So people are really incredibly active and doing incredible things for their community, but at the same time, it also means they might be going out crazy on the weekends and making really poor life decisions that their mentees, they don't want them to replicate. So I think there's a toss-up. There is some benefit to conforming positively to society as long as it's a positive thing, like helping other people. But there also are so many negatives to when a group of people are doing something that's destructive, and it's easy to start doing something that you don't want to do just because everyone else is doing it.
I don't find myself a conformer. Like when I walked these halls, I didn't have a group. I was friends with 6, 7, 8 different groups. So myself, I'm not saying I'm better than anybody, but I certainly didn't conform. I just did me. Like if I felt like I wanted to hang out with this group one day, I did, the other group next, but it is very easy to conform. I think because sometimes I have found myself doing things just because other people want me to do them. But I think I'm talking more like cliques now, but I think cliques conform because those people obviously, those groups obviously they have one mindset, one track essentially, and people feel excluded. So cliques to me is kind of conforming. And then to basically recruit for those cliques, so then people have to conform to what the cliques want to do. So that's kind of how I'm perceiving this question. But no, I don't think I conformed per se, and I kind of lost track of the question.
You're good.
But yeah, I think that answered your question, right?
It did.
Okay.
You did awesome. Okay. And how often in your everyday life do you see people conform to society?
Oh man, too often. It's a shame, especially teaching freshmen. So impressionable their first year in high school. They come from being 8th graders and on top of the world essentially, and ability to who are these 18-year-old kids and how do I fit in and how do I get people to like me? So unfortunately, I see them conform too much. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I think I'm being more negative here, but we're actually talking right now about like Buddhists and how their main goal is to reach a certain mindset where they're free of all of these desires and outside influences. So it's a really good lesson. A lot of students in my freshman classes have been like, oh my gosh, like I should totally just do me and not worry about other people's influences and conform to what people want me to do. And so that's been a big topic of
Is it more beneficial to conform or to follow your own instincts and be your own person?
It is absolutely more beneficial to follow your own. It's easier to follow the group, but you will live a happier life if you follow your own.